the Inayawan Dumpsite in Cebu, Philippines, which was closed in 2016. It is not just trash that gathers here. Scavengers who survive by picking through waste, and people who eat food waste. Recooked meals made from discarded leftovers. Pagpag. Also, in January 2026, a garbage mountain collapse occurred in Binaliw, Cebu, claiming 36 lives. Due to this tragedy, the area around Inayawan has resumed operations as a massive dump site once again. Today, we step into the depths of this mountain of trash. Witness the reality of the people living inside the dump site for yourselves.
Hi, this is Cebu and this is my business partner, Quezon.
Hello, this is Quezon, and today we are at the Inayawan landfill site. We're going to be documenting the lives of the people who live around here, their livelihoods, their jobs, and ask them a few questions about their security, safety, and overall living status. Right now we are heading onto one of the abandoned landfill sites, the Inayawan landfill site, which was closed during 2016 but was recently reopened due to the very tragic and catastrophic Binaliw landslide accident, which cost the lives of 36 people. Lapok. Very muddy, very messy area, actually. Pwede na tayo maki din eh? Ito. We're gonna go into accompanied by one of the children who lives around these areas, and need to have fun as well. Their parents are calling them. This place is indeed dangerous, even towards children. Right now we are on the site, the Inayawan landfill site, and as you can see, it is pretty barren. Now, this has been a landfill site that was opened in 1998 as sort of the official landfill for Cebu, but it was closed permanently during 2016 due to a Supreme Court legislative order. But after January 8, 2026, where a tragic landslide accident happened in Binaliw, the Inayawan landfill site has been recently reopened, temporarily, though I might say.
No road.
Seems like our road has been cut off, unless we have to brave through the trash, in which that's what most of the citizens are doing. We have to go through the trash.
Let's go.
Napay mga tigtrabaho dito? Trabahador?
Napay mga balay dito.
Balay? Fish pond. You just told me there are more houses on that area, but we have to brave through the trash. More crops here. That right there is an Inayawan landfill, but the proper landfill that was recently newly reopened for the Cebu City public is one way farther over there after the Binaliw landfill accident. So it was permanently closed back in 2016, but they were granted special permission to reopen that site for temporary waste disposal. Currently, they've been having talks on where to actually now dispose of the Cebu City waste, and currently the talks are in either Cordova or Aloginsan, but right now they're being disposed of in that area. Landfill. If you could feel the ground, it's soft. Weirdly soft. It's not quicksand soft, it's more like just hard mattress soft. You feel it sort of kind of bumping itself down. Very weird, and kind of telling of this place's history as a previous landfill. As you can see, the trash just goes on there for what I can think of as miles, right? And right across me is a fish pond, so you'd see some of the trash as well seep into the water, seep into some of the sewage systems that have been set up around this area. Yet still, you'd see like residential, you'd see sort of camps set up by the workers here, the citizens here. You'd see literally people living amongst the trash. You might think that it'd be uncomfortable. I live myself in a city, and I wouldn't fathom having people live around these areas, but they still find a lot of ways to make things work. And most of the people here, they have lived here for years. They've lived in these areas, and you'd see them set up houses, set up camps amongst this pile of trash. Residential area right there. And if you're wondering how they get power, there's a solar panel right there. So this place is so unsecure. I feel like I'm about to fall. Oh, some more cups. Right now, we are in one of the residential areas within the Inayawan landfill site. And you still see a lot of these houses, a lot of these sort of camps that they're setting up to stay within, the landfill area. Most of these people, they work here as scavengers, as sort of people who are connected to waste management. And you see them as well with their children. Still fascinating to me how people can find ways to live in such environments. We are on one of the more narrow passageways of this area here. There are even more sari-sari stores and way more farms. People raise chickens here, pigs as well. And you kind of feel sort of overwhelmed by the sheer amount of houses in these areas, but to these people, this is just everyday life around these areas. Right now, we are at one of the residential areas within the Inayawan landfill site. And you see here, out of all places, a sari-sari store. And you see a lot of people trying to make amends, make businesses here in this area. And we are presented here by this wonderful woman who owns the sari-sari store. Nilang di ka pangutanong sa mong pangalan, mama ko. Musta niyo yung estado diri? Nalipay na po yan?
Raman na diri, peaceful raman.
Peaceful, Richard. Sa terms of kanang kita nimo monthly, ma'am, nakailaing trabaho or kanira dyan?
Wali kanira kay kanang ginisag kanang kalingawan lang balya alang diri ra gyud ko sa balay na sa kay alaga baboy.
Imong paninda ang baboy?
Oo, pero gasugod pa lang kay sa unang manggod na magud nakasulod rin mga sakit bitaw. Yung napilyor tong sa una nasugod tapos.
Kung mag-uwan dinhi, ma'am, wala ray kalisuran?
Natural lang gina diri pero diri dapita dili yun as in magbaka nalay tubig ya gina.
Pero naa diri baha, maabot.
Dili maabot diri dito lang.
Dito lang.
Ug tong yung naagian dito pero naminti dito basta may ulan.
Pero wala ra diri kalisuran dinhi kumuwan.
Wala ra. Okay ra man diri.
Sa init, ma'am, dili ra ni sobraan ka init dinhi.
Okay ra po. Kailangan di mga kawit-kawit. Okay ra man di naman kay init diri.
In terms of heat now, since especially summertime, it's almost summer. The heat here is not that bad. According to her, there are trees around that sort of guide the wind and keep the wind within this area. And from our experience as well, the heat was not that bad. Nakay mga kaila din nga magtrabaho sa landfill mismo, kolekta ba?
Ang daghan. Halos dinhi kay ang dinigod na muyo. Ang ilagig na ang dang trabaho kana jud nga magkuan og basura. Lipay gani sila gud nga nabalik diri unta ang kuan.
Balik diri
Kaso lang kay naan ning kuan nga daghan laging bata basi ko aksidente o
aksidente.
Dito kay di man pa sudlan jud bata naman gyud bantay.
Pero naay mo sud jud dinhi.
Kana manggod actually kuan man na siya private na siya dili gini siya diri actually nga diyon Cebu City nga anak di iyabo dili.
Sa Cebu City kay sa Atbang.
Katong dito.
The ones we just walked in through, they are private land, private trash. The Cebu City government cannot necessarily enter within the area and, dump their trash there. But a lot of the workers actually around here are very happy with the news of the, temporary reopening around this area, since a lot of the people that work as trash collectors and scrappers here within this area. Ibaw naman ka na sa naitabo sa Binaliw nga kuan. Makaingon jud ka nga safe ko dinhi dapita kumpara dito.
safety dire.
Mas safety do.
Oo.
Pero wala kay kanang issue, wala kay kanang kadlukan ginagmay.
Dire wala man.
Diri na wala.
Wala. Okay ra gid ni dire.
I was asking about her safety, if she truly feels safe after the recent Binaliw landfill accident landslide. And she says, yes, she feels safer here. And she has no sort of mentions of insecurity and being unsafe within these areas.
Why she is living here?
Anong diri daw ka nagpuyo?
Kay dire lang mo pud mi komportable makapamuhi. Actually dati dito mi sa gawas.
Sa gawas.
O ngabang lami ato balay.
Aba?
Kung human ang amo ang atubangan anak lapok wala ba mi privacy nga kuan ba. So, nakakuan mi dire. Pero dili man jud totally nga amo jud kay sa gobyerno man.
Sa gobyerno niyo.
Oo.
Okay.
Oo, bali dala mi gibayaran dire. So kanang sa unang panahon gihawanan mo gilib-gilibuan.
Mm.
So ang ilahan lang yung kahago ang among gilib. Dili ingon nga bayad di dire nga yuta.
Hindi.
Oo.
Iyahatag rin.
Oh, rights lang ni siya kung sample gamito na ni sa gobyerno.
Pahawak ko na mo.
Oo.
Kamo juga himo ani.
Kami ka pa-improve ani. Kali dati ko ani siya kanang dagat bitaw
Dagat.
maabot siya dagat. Amo ni siyang gigastuhan ganang tambak ingon ani para nga may na ni siya wala na tubig.
Nag-abang mo dito pag sa una. Pilay abang ninyo.
800 ang sa kabulan may libre ng kuryente.
I was just asking about rent since the place she used to live in was not this one. She rented a house and she paid around 800 per month, which is very cheap. Ikaw ra usa, wala kay kauban, wala kay partner, wala kay anak.
Ako'y anak, ako'y asawa, tulo ka buka kong anak. Pero karon na ako mga anak, nanay sila yung mga kalibin. Yung kadang isa ka balay diya ako na siya anak.
Imong mga kaliwat, mga tikwa sa basura. Kaliwat.
Dili. Ang bana sa akong anak, driver siya sa kolektor nga
Collector.
basura.
Asa nagapuyo yung mga anak karon dinilo? Dini pagyapon ng tulo.
Kani, panganay ni siya. Ang mo ni ihang bana nga driver sa Recooked, beach. Tapos ang duha nasa Mandawi na trabaho.
Mm.
Ang usa naman nasa Naga. Nasa pud sila trabaho.
Hers as
Ang
well.
anak ko diretso kauban ako. Apo nako. Anak niya sa akong bata dili ba. Ari gid siya sa kuha. So ako yung eskwela. Ako
Sa edad niya, elementary?
grade 2.
Grade 2? Wala ka nasabukan sa langaw, dinhi o sa baho?
Di man ko maminti ang baho.
Di pa maminti.
Kung bali na lang siguro mag-ukay dito. Kung kuan akong pabor ang hangin diri. Wala man. Ang langaw diri
ang hangin
season.
mo, kuan man. The smell is sometimes not that bearable. When people are scavenging through trash, sometimes the smell can escape and the air can bring the smell towards this area and stink up the entire place. When it comes to flies, on the other hand, they're seasonal as well. Sometimes it's a lot of flies, sometimes it's barely any flies.
So how much money she can make per day?
Mas arimas 100. Hilay ra man gud kay kanang
Gamay
o.
naman, pinidapita. Pero
daghan sa mga tindahan mo diri.
depende na siya, 500.
Panagsa na yun. 100 pa kinadak-an na ako 500.
500. Oh. Ang mga customer ninyo, taga dinhi na sa mga tigkuha, akot. Oh. Most of the customers here are scavengers as well, people who gather trash as well. Maruto ma'am, thank you kaayo. We just listened to the story of a sari-sari store owner within the Inayawan landfill. And it's crazy to think that business can thrive in such harsh environments. But even throughout all of this, we can still find ways to make money. Now, she just hinted us at this area right here, which is a private area, and apparently some scavengers can still roam around here. Let us hear some of their stories of survival and struggles as well. Budini. Okay. Here right now we are in one of the more private landfills here right next to the sari-sari store, and we are going to be interviewing one of the people who are gathering trash here and making a living. So, ni-mention ka ganiya sir nga usa ka truck ra ang muanhi dinhi yabo og kanang mga basura. Usara rin. Yeah, only one truck comes by here, and as mentioned before by the lady in the sari-sari store, this area here is private. It's privately owned, and so most of the trash here are from private institutions, private companies as well. Kani sir, asan ini mo ipang baligya?
Timbangan.
Timbangan, pang timbak nimo dito. Tapos sila na lay bahala sa pagbaligya ana nila.
Kami, matumento.
Madto mo
karga.
dito. Kanang gikarga ninyo.
Malum to ng truck niya. Wala na karga. Matumento para malimbang.
So they gather all of the trash here, put it in one pack, and then have it weighed out. Balik pila imong makuha sa kaadlaw?
Mahal na nag-tris kapin.
3,000?
Sintos.
300. All of this could actually go roughly around 300 pesos, which is di naman siguro na sakto sir, hindi naman na daghan-daghan no? Pero
Okay,
makita pagpagi na po
sa makakaon sa
basta makakaon na no. Yeah. Although there are some, problems with overall, fares and rates, but as long as they still get to eat, they can't really complain. Ang pinakadaghan nimog nakita sa usa ka adlaw sir, balik pila?
Sabi na ko, city na yun.
City 700 no. Digadto sa kadito sir sa bagong gi-reopen. Or diri ra ka?
Masura sa.
Masura sa kadito.
Way kuandre, way mo.
Way mo dump din dito ka. Layo sad no. If
lababog dagat.
If there's no truck here, actually, they go to the other reopened landfill site, which is actually quite far. They have to cross through an ocean just to get there. Kuan naman to'y bagong kanang aksidente dito sa Binaliw. Na ba kay kon kanang kahadlukan si mong safety din sir?
Panginoon ko ay tao.
Ampo lang tano na para di na dito maaftan ng ingana no. At the end of the day, we just have to pray for safety. Wala ray kanang kahadlukan sir, wala ray kanang insecurity ana ba? Wala ra, okay ra, safety ra din no. Yeah. More often than not, it's much safer here compared to the Binaliw landfill site. Dili ra init din sir or
ini dito adlaw na.
init kung adlaw.
Udto yun.
Init kayo. It gets really hot here, especially since this area, it's pretty barren, so it gets really hot, especially if you're working way down over there. At 12 p.m. he says, ang pagpakaon ninyo sir, dito mo dito, palit mo.
Kung may punit ng sura, araw niya.
Manguha mo ka ng pagkaon din na, mo. Tapos init rin yung balik. Pero kung wala yung pagkaon makitaan, palit lang mo.
Palit mo, baka timbangan ko ng kakalakal.
In terms of eating, since this area here is food waste, he gathers waste here. There's still edible food, reheats them and eats them as well. But if there's no food around, they come by and buy food from outside and eat here. Sort of like, pagpag. Unsay kasagaran ninyo makitaan din yung pagkaon sir?
Manok, parang
fried chicken,
crispy.
Crispy fried chicken, McDo o Jollibee, Food waste here is disposed. Sobra sa dato. Usually the food that's being thrown away here are, Jollibee and McDonald's, and he just made a comment here that it's, extra food from the rich. And yeah, you might say so. They find like extra fried chicken here and reheat them, which is what we call pagpag. Pila na katuig nag-ingani sir?
Sugod gyud masura, si Agnes.
Yeah, pila edad mo karon sir?
22.
So he's been doing this since he was 7 years old, and now he's currently 22. So that's about 15 years of doing this work here.
Why he chose this road?
It's because he has really nowhere to go. He has no proper education, and this is the only job he could get. And after living in poverty, he has to get a job someday. So this is his job, gathering garbage. Taga diri jud ka?
Dumlog.
Dumlo?
Dumlog police. Nere ko diri 5 anyos mo niya.
5 anyos. He was actually born in Talisay, but at a very young age, around 5 years old, he actually came here to gather trash, gather food as well.
So does he have children?
Na ay ba biyahe po.
May anak?
Sa kuan sa Mindanao.
He has a child currently out in Mindanao.
Wa ganay sa kuan.
Trabaho?
Ay banang ibag banang siya pag uli
I want to know so why he is wearing sandal? So dangerous and there are so many broken rusty.
ano na.
Nahanan na ang chinilas, sandal. Unsa nimo gihimo sir kaning gipulot ra nimo din ha?
Sa ilang kahilo, maong sa ilang kahilo.
This is actually, you know, gotten from the pile over there, and as long as it's still fine, as long as it still tastes good, he's still able to eat, he's still able to live.
So it means this food is from garbage?
Yeah, this food is from the pile.
Every
Wala
day?
ra kay nagasto ani sir, kuha ra ka.
Oo.
Gather.
Pila taon. Wala lang mapalit tubig.
Does he rent a house?
Wala.
Wala na abang-abang kanira.
Wala. Ay garo sa mini kuan siya kay sabado na tingya po. Ara na tambay. May lang po yan.
Since this is the only really shelter he has, and he has to really just avoid the owner sometimes. But honestly, he's just trying to find a place to live where no one else will welcome him. Sir, maroto sir ha. Lamat kay tanan sir ha.
Diyan.
Taga din kitchen mo. Manila sir.
Nakalula din.
Lola, trabaho karon.
Ay, siman.
Absent. Pero inyong pamilya jud din hijud trabaho.
Ako lula.
His grandmother actually works here. The same job as well. They take trash and they have it weighed out. They're more or less like scavengers around this area. Eskwela mo.
Ako.
Ikaw. Tura, ito sinayaman. Public school no?
Inayawan. Elementary school.
Ano siya?
Wala.
Wala. Ang uban ninyong mga kauban, eskwela sad?
Ako amigo.
Mga amigo, pero na yung mga wala dito eskwela.
Iya. Go.
We just got to listen to some of the stories of the people who live within the Inayawan landfill. From sari-sari store owners to scavengers. We got to hear some of their struggles and we got to hear some of their joys. It was a pleasure to hear some of their stories, and you got to see some of their strides in surviving in this very harsh world. And within the problems that we have created ourselves, all of this pile of trash, they have found an opportunity. This has been Cebu Reality. Thank you so much for watching.